Hey, I'm Amethyst Virgo. I'm here with your twin flame soulmate reading. So zoom in on which stone is drawing you in. Pick four cards means that if you pick this stone, there's four cards underneath, which are going to give you some insight towards if you have a twin flame soulmate connection and what you can anticipate from that person. So firstly, if you don't believe in twin flames or soulmates, this video is probably not for you. If you're just here because you want to just, you're curious, that's cool as well, but I just want to clarify that that some people believe in it and some people don't, and it's pretty much up to you. Some people swear by it and some people have never experienced it, so to them it doesn't make sense. All right, and what is the difference? Well, a soulmate is someone that you meet who's on a similar path as you, has the same energy. Again, I'm not going to go into specifics, so if somebody knows more than me, feel free to comment, but I'm not here to give a lesson on it. I'm just giving the reading, and they're here to, challenge you and go through some different phases together with this person. A soulmate does not always have to be your actual romantic partner. A twin flame is believed to be the same energy as you, so it's like you were split in two and this other person is your other half, and that's where we get that term that, my other half from. Okay, so again, it's up to you if you want to, again, believe in this. Many people do, and I also personally believe until you experience something, you sometimes you just don't believe in it, but some people, have insight and can say like, yes, this is a thing. All right, let's get started. Three of Cups. How will you meet? Some type of social event, mutual friends. And I pulled two cards for what this person will be like. The King of Cups. They'll come to you ready. I think they'll come to you already with an open heart. King of Cups is very emotionally balanced, not afraid, not ashamed. I think this person will be very open when you meet them. Okay, which is linking it to definitely an instant connection. Also, a thing about this person, Ace of Swords, this is a very mental person as well, meaning like they like to think, they like to learn new things. Ace have to do with beginnings, Swords of the mind. So this is a person who likes to take initiation mentally. So, when you're, trying to think of how to vibe with this person, how to connect with them, they're probably very intellectual. They find that type of, engagement important. Any possible challenge is the Emperor card, achievement. There might be some struggle at first to make things come together. It could also indicate that one of you is at a different place in your life. So one of you might be more financially stable than the other. One might have just a better understanding of how they want to live their life. The Emperor has to do with the biggest form of achievement and coming together to feel victorious. The Emperor is in charge, so there could be also a challenge, and maybe one person thinks they're more in charge than the other in this particular union. Okay, and the likely outcome we have is the Justice card. When I see the Justice card and the balance, I do think this is more of a twin flame if you pick this one than a soulmate, because Justice card, the balance is, remember, twin flames have a karmic past. Twin flames have been through this cycle before. Not to say soulmates never have either, but twin flames, that's the big thing. Like, you recognize them so much because they've been here before. You've been through some of the same problems or joys that you had within your union before. All right, so Justice, I also think this means like this, something that was a problem in the past might finally be balanced between you two. If you're a karmic, twin flame, whatever issue it was that's been problematic before, again, you have to believe in this in order to understand this reading, because if you don't, you're probably gonna be like, what? This is crazy. But this storage of balance is very important in your union if you picked this specific one. Alright, so if you picked this one, sorry, I'm going like out of order. Let me just do like this. Alright, so firstly, how will you meet? Four of Swords. You'll meet at a time where one of you is very emotionally distressed. One of you is kind of secluded. You actually might meet at a time where one of you is kind of sworn off love. You're kind of cynical about love. You kind of just retreated into yourself to trying to figure out what you want, and you're mentally kind of, in maybe a mental bondage. But fours have to do with the self. This person, either you or this person will meet at a time where like you or them, like you're really secluded. You're not expecting it. It's when you least expect it, what they'll be like. The Queen of Cups, I think this person will be very empathetic and very understanding of you. This person will instantly notice you need some emotional support and be able to provide that to you. So that's a positive. But another thing about this person could be this Eight of Cups. This Eight of Swords. They're indecisive. All right, this person might be very welcoming and warm, but they're also unsure of what they want. And remember, what you have to understand, twin flame connections, soulmate connections are not easy. They are not easy. If they were, everything would be great. And remember, when you're reliving karma or karmic past, you have some issues from the past that you have to deal with within this union. You know, you feel this strong burst of passion and love, but at the same time, they're saying you have a lesson to learn with each other. So that's what people need to understand. It's not romantic fairy tales like the movies tell you. So this person could be indecisive. They don't really know what they want. They don't really know if they want to go forward. They don't really know if they're ready to commit, maybe. So you have to understand, like, this occult, you know, be a person. Now, if it's not that they don't want to commit, it could be they're just indecisive in general. But we always know that a person who's indecisive in general usually is indecisive in relationships as well. A possible challenge is the Hanged Man, which relates to this Eight of Swords. Just restriction, like, not, you know, you two might feel like we've been here before. How come we can't move on? There definitely could be a consideration of, like, why can't we move on? Why can't we move past our problems? Why do we feel like we're always, you know, have experienced this high, this joy, and then we go back to fighting or arguing or having issues or something of that nature? And what is a most likely outcome? Empress. You'll find a way to make it work. You will probably find a way to make it work. You'll be creative. You know, I see, like, you know, Empress, she births things, you know, so, like, this relationship might be filled with, like, you know, new discoveries together, building together, houses, children, things of that nature. There's definitely some happiness there, but it's going to take some time to get there. It's what you have to understand if you're willing to be patient. Okay, creativity, y'all make it work somehow. All right, and let's do this one. Okay, so how will you meet? Four of Wands. You'll meet at a time where you both are kind of complete. You might meet at a job. You might meet at, you know, if you're in college. You might meet, you know, at you know, if you're a person who's religious, you can meet at your, you know, place of worship. Because when I think of Four of Wands, I think of things coming together. And when I'm asking about, like, how you meet, like, a twin flame or a soulmate, it's like you're complete. The two of you are you're at a point, you're going somewhere where you're complete, or you're coming together. You're kind of at the same part in your life. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's why I said, like, it's got to be some type of institution or some type of place that you guys might meet together. What will this person be like? King of Swords, intellectual. This person's very thoughtful in terms of being very logical. All right, they're not outwardly emotional. All right, they communicate a lot though, and they might be very intelligent. This person might be in a field, and you could either as well, but like a field that requires him or her to use their mind. You know, they could be strategic, or they're a lawyer. You know. Or they're in some type of job where they have to, you know, come up with ideas and execute those ideas. So this is a very intellectual type of person. And another thing about them is the Nine of Swords, though. However, there is some problems from the past. They do have some problems from the past that they need to deal with, which means if they have problems from the past, it's going to, you know, it might affect you as well. So that's just something to keep in your mind if this resonates with you, or if you find this to be true. Like, this person has some bad habits or some problems from the past that might come back to kind of haunt them. And the general outcome is the Judgment card. You know, things will be made. A decision will be made. A swift decision will be made. When I see this card here, I do think this is leaning towards more of a twin flame than a soulmate situation. Judgment card is a very strong card. Judgment, I'm thinking of legal things. I'm thinking of a final decision. I'm thinking of this might be your last dance with each other as far as karmic past. So I think that you actually will. And it also could mean, like, yes, a union, a marriage, or something of that nature. But it also could mean, like, your cycle, whatever lesson you're supposed to learn, is going to end with this particular lifetime. Again, you have to understand or learn. You have to learn or be interested in the idea of twin flames for this to make sense to you. Okay, I'm not trying to force you to make sense. I'm just saying. All right, quickly, let me do this last one. How will you meet? Seven of Cups, illusion, dreams. All right, I think you've already met in your dreams. You've already seen or felt this person around you, their presence, but you might not have met them. You haven't physically met them yet. All right, so, but you've already felt their presence, if you believe it or not. What type of person are they? King of Cups. This person is actually emotionally balanced. This is not a person who's very confused. This person is kind of stable. You know, they kind of know what they want. They're going to be kind of upfront with you about how they feel. And Four of Wands, they have their stuff together. And they kind of want you to be a part of that. They might have a good career. They might have their own house, whatever the situation is. They kind of want you to be a part of that. This is not a person who's like, you know, they want, and they might even be image based too. Like, they want people to see that they have a successful relationship. Okay. What are some possible challenge? The Magician energy. Okay. Now, there could be more than one way to interpret this. The Magician controls. He's, you know, He's very good at that. Now, what could happen in this union is there could be a problem in regards to like somebody having too much of the control over the other person. Okay, I'm leaning towards your twin flame soulmate person might have a little bit more control than you or want more control than you in regards to the relationship, and this could mean a karmic situation that y'all have already been through before, which causes this problem to exacerbate, right? So that is something to watch for, is like equality within, unless you're okay with it. But this is coming up as a potential challenge with control. One person feels they have more control or wants more control in the relationship than the other person. Okay. And what is the likely outcome? The Justice card. Okay. I believe the Justice card came up. See, this is why I think when people are doing tarot, really pay attention to the patterns, because the Justice card came up twice in this reading for the different piles, and the Judgment card, which is a very strong card. And so when you see cards that are strong in patterns, that's telling you that there is an energy there. So some people will definitely meet their twin flame soulmate. Again, there are differences with this, so that's why I try to give guidance of like which one I think you'll meet. The Justice card, things will be made right, things will be restored, things will be fair. You will learn to make it. Things will kind of, I don't want to say they would be easy, but I think they'll come together a little bit easier than if you were to get a different tarot card for this. There's going to be a sense of fairness. There's going to be a sense of balance and equality. Remember, with the twin flame, I think this is a twin flame. I don't think this is a soulmate. I think this is a twin flame. I think the first set of cards could be a soulmate situation. I think the last three are more so your twin. I'm getting that vibe. All right. And so the Justice card just says like, yes, things will be fair. Things will, once you go over, you get over some of the problems that you have in your relationship. Remember, most of these any relationship is going to have ups and downs. None of this is fairy tale easy. Most of the time it's not for anybody, regardless if you think someone's your twin flame or not. All right, but this is a positive indication of things will be balanced, fair, and you will feel at peace, and there will be a sense of equality and balance within your union. So thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button and be sure to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Thank you.